My name is Alyssa, and I currently work at the Gypsum Animal Hospital as a kennel assistant. I decided I wanted to do much more than just feed dogs and clean, so I started to get more involved with the veterinary technicians. Veterinary technicians perform medical tests under the supervision of a licensed veterinarian to assist in diagnosing the injuries and illnesses of animals. My goal was to learn different things that veterinary technicians do and to learn good communication skills. First, I will talk about their purpose and the responsibilities they have. Then, the experiences I had and what I learned. I will talk about the skills that are most needed to be a successful veterinary technician. Before I started my fieldwork, I only knew very little about being a veterinary technician. I knew it did not take a lot of schooling, but it took a lot of responsibility. You have someone's life in your hands. My project was to show people what it's like to work in an animal hospital. I chose this topic because I thought it would be really cool to get to see surgeries and to prep for them. I feel like not a lot of people know what goes on in an animal hospital. Veterinary technicians actually had a lot more tasks than I thought. The purpose of a veterinary technician is to make the veterinarian's job way easier. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, a veterinary technician can assist in performing a wide variety of tasks. They cannot diagnose, prescribe, or perform surgery. Besides those three things, they are allowed to do the same things as a veterinary technician. Since I already worked at the Gypsum Animal Hospital, I would spend some days learning more things. I learned several things such as restraining a dog while the doctor is pulling blood or giving vaccines. I also learned how to get the patient ready for surgery and how careful you need to be. I got to see a lot of different surgeries, which is really interesting. I also learned how to do dentals. Every day the hospital is really busy. Some days we didn't even have time to eat lunch. A lot of emergencies would come in, and that's the thing where you have to be ready for it at any moment. There were also some days where I would be at work until 10 o'clock on weekdays and weekends because of an emergency. According to the Carrington College, who wrote the article, A Day in the Life of a Veterinary Technician, while many veterinary clinics keep regular daytime hours, you never know when an animal may need emergency care or need to be checked on. It's a lot of responsibility and time, but at the end of the day, you feel so good because you help save an animal's life. The two global readiness skills I wanted to work towards was effective oral and written communication and critical thinking and problem solving. It was very hard for me to reach the effective oral and communication because I have a really hard time talking to people. I got better at this because I learned how to do follow-up calls with the clients and how to write in the patient's files. According to the Colorado Mountain College, there are a lot of learning outcomes such as communicate in a professional manner in all formats, written, oral, nonverbal, and electronic. I do not think I've fully met this goal yet. Critical thinking and problem solving was more of a group skill because you want all the knowledge you can get. You all have to help figure out what might be wrong with the patient. It was really hard to figure out what was wrong because they cannot talk, so you have to read their behavior, which is extremely hard to do sometimes. I learned that this job isn't more about the animals than it is about the money. This job does not pay a lot, so you have to really love it in order to enjoy it. My goal was just to learn things and get a hands-on experience to see if I wanted to be a veterinary technician. I think a lot of things I learned and got to see was very interesting and a good experience. Some of the things were really sad and frustrating, like when a dog would not cooperate or when we would lose a patient. While we do save patients, we also lose them, so it is very difficult to control your emotions, especially when you see an animal suffering. Our pets love us so much and are so happy that we are in our lives, so why not keep their lives going?